Hi, I'm Lysandra Everett, and with today's video, I want to share with you 3 of the main internet marketing pitfalls. But first, I want to share my goals with you. My goal is to help you make money online, to create some initial success for you to build on. It's going to be simple and to the point, but the catch is you got to be willing to implement quickly. So let's talk about pitfall number 1, imitation. We've all heard this saying, find someone who has the success that you want and do what they did to achieve it. Now, this thought is a little bit flawed, okay? Let's take these 3 people. You've got Donald Trump, Angelina Jolie, and Les Brown, okay? Donald Trump is a real estate guy, right? He got his riches through real estate. Angelina Jolie is an actress. She's made her money in film. And Les Brown is a motivational speaker. He's become Les Brown doing his motivational thing. Now, look at these 3. They're completely different people. Do you think Donald Trump would be Donald Trump if he were trying to be an actor? Do you think Angelina Jolie would be who she is if she were trying to be a motivational speaker? I don't think so. Why? Because this is going against who they are as people. And here's the thing, in marketing, you have to go with your strengths. What is it that makes you you? What are you good at? And so by just picking someone who has the success that you want and trying to do what they did isn't necessarily going to work. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just saying it's not exactly as easy as it sounds. And not only that, what tends to happen is that you come online and you see all these, 6 and 7-figure earners, and you think, oh, I want to be like them. But you've been in contact with someone who may be not making as much money as that big guru, as we call it. But what happens though? Then you go and what I call join the guru above you. But what happens is, and the problem with that is that what that 6-figure earner currently is doing in their business, what they had to do to get there, it may not necessarily work for you now. Things change. So it really makes sense to connect with someone who isn't at that 6-figure, 5-figure level yet, because they are more closely related to what you're doing than the person who's already earning millions of dollars a year. Okay? So that's what's wrong with imitation. First of all, you've got to stick with your strengths, and B, you've also got to find someone who's a little bit closer to you and what you want to do and play within your strengths. Let's talk about pitfall number 2, chasing opportunities. And it's hopping from one thing to the next. You're always looking for the secret. Sometimes it's called the shiny ball syndrome. But what happens is that you're always starting over. You feel like you're always starting from the bottom. You never get enough. You can never make enough money. But what this leads to is a lack of focus and being what I call a scatterbrain. And now I can say this because I am a reformed scatterbrain. Okay, but what needs to happen here? You need to pick one thing, choose something that you can focus on like a beam of light, like a laser. When a laser is focused, it's one little dot of light focused in one spot. You don't see a whole bunch of scattered stuff. Okay, but what happens is that you see this thing over here and this thing over here, and you're always running and running and running like this little guy here with the net trying to chase this money running away. It's because there is no focus. Okay, so and listen, we've all done it because what do we want to do? We want to earn money online, so we're looking for the best way to do that. Okay, but I'm telling you, it's very easy to fall in this chasing opportunity pit because it's just so easy to do because there's just so much out there. All right. Now, pitfall number 3, spending too much. Now, if there was ever a pit that I was in, it was this one. Listen, if you're like me, you got started in this industry looking to make money online as a way to better your financial position for yourself, for your family, all of that, but you got sucked in. Okay. And so what does this do? It produces a lack of cash flow. You wind up spending money that you don't have. You're burning up the credit cards, and you're led to believe that you've got to purchase more and more products, and you're made to think that you have to spend more to make more. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because if you buy a product that's a top tier product, then you should make more money. But the issue is, if you don't have the skills to make $100, then you don't have the skills to make $1,000, $1,500, $3,000. Okay? So, and what's worse is, when you choose to not go into debt, to not just burn up a credit card, you're made to think you're less than if you don't do that. And that's a very dangerous place to be, because you're basically being told, in order to prove yourself, in order to say that you're down with us, you need to go and make these rash decisions. And what does that do? It leaves you worse off than you were when you got started. And that's what we don't want. So let's fix it. First of all, if you are in one of these pits, stop. Don't dig any deeper. Okay? You know if this is you. Okay? And so then what we want to do next is increase some cash flow. And we're talking about cash flow in, not out. So what I want to offer you is a simple solution. If I could show you a proven way to make an extra $50, $100, $1,000 in income in the next 30 days without the traditional marketing, SEO, lead generation, blogging, PPC, CPA, copywriting, videos, and all of that stuff, could you commit to doing that? I bet you could. Okay, so what do you do now? Simply go to this website, www.millspousemarketing.com/moneymaker. You're going to enter your best email address, and then you're going to see how you can start making money minus all the hassle of that other stuff. So click on that link now, put in your email address, and I'll see you on the other side.